Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome back to the final Western Conference matchup. If you guys missed the other Western Conference matchups, I did post those already, while the Eastern Conference teams will be posted on Friday the 13th, guys, April 13th. Bitch-ass bad luck, but you know what, man? That's beside the point. We are looking at the matchup of the Trailblazers and the Pelicans. So the Trailblazers are 49-33, third in the Western Conference, while the Pelicans are 48-34, sixth in the Western Conference. It goes to show, guys, one win separates you between being a third seed and the sixth seed. I think this series is actually really exciting, guys. I think this is going to be a very exciting series because it's going to come down to, you know, Damian Lillard and Anthony Davis both wanting to prove just how great they are. And to do that, they need to get to the second round of the playoffs. So let's go ahead and check out the team stats here real quick before we get to the simulation and all that good stuff out here. So from a scoring standpoint, the Pelicans are third in the NBA behind Anthony Davis at 111.7 points per game, while the Portland Trailblazers with Damian Lillard 105.6 points per game. So the offensive edge does go towards the Pelicans, while defensively, looking at these teams, the Pelicans are actually the second worst defensive team in the NBA, guys, giving up 110.4 points per game, which is kind of surprising because you do have Anthony Davis, who is a defensive beast, but I guess besides him, Rondo does okay. I know he's definitely not as good as he once was when it comes to defense, but yeah, man, definitely more of an offensive-oriented team. While the Trailblazers are actually fourth in the NBA, only giving up 103 points per game. So it's going to be the Pelicans offense against the Portland Trailblazers defense, and also the battle of the stars, Anthony Davis versus Damian Lillard, while you also got guys like CJ McCollum and Drew Holiday and Mirotic and all those other good shooters out there too. Let's go ahead and check out the player stats for both these teams. So Damian Lillard this NBA season, 27 points, 4 or 5 rebounds per game, about 6 assists, definitely a scoring offensive-oriented point guard. You look at CJ McCollum, he's doing a great job as that second option, about 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists out there. And then Nurkic is going to have his hands full, guys, like trying to handle Anthony Davis out there. 14 points, 9 rebounds, about 2 assists, and over a block a game for him. I do like Nurkic a lot. It's just, I really do think, man, it's like, you got to do your best to contain Anthony Davis, but I really think it's going to come down to the defense of Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum being able to stop the backcourt, because Drew Holiday is one of the most underrated point guards in the NBA. And then, of course, the matchup of Al-Farouq Aminu at the power forward position against Mirotic. Hopefully, he can stop him, but Mirotic is going to get his buckets too, man. He's a really good scorer, so that's what he does. He scores. You got Shabazz Napier off the bench at about 9 points per game. Evan Turner, I believe right now he is actually starting at the small forward position. He's definitely a dynamic small forward that can do a lot of different things. He can handle the basketball, which is good, you know, for Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum playing off ball at times and getting open for the wide open shot. The bench unit, though, definitely pretty solid. I will say this team, like, the money they are paying these guys does not outweigh the production they get from them, but it's still a pretty good balanced team nonetheless. Like, I mean, I know, like, all these, like, Evan Turner got a freaking, like, $200 billion contract. Looking over at the Pelicans, Anthony Davis, of course, has been a beast this NBA season, and really the last month of the NBA, month and a half, really since the All-Star break, actually, been on an absolute tear, averaging 28 points, 11 rebounds per game, 2 or 3 blocks. We know he's going to get his. DeMarcus Cousins, we know has a torn ACL, or no, I'm sorry, Achilles. It'll be gone for the rest of the NBA season. So, yeah, that's 25 points, 13 rebounds you're missing out on. But Drew Holiday, I feel like him and Anthony Davis can really make some noise here, just because while Damian Lillard obviously is the better point guard, if Drew Holiday can somewhat match his production at all, that's going to hurt the Trailblazers, because they don't really have that next option. I guess CJ McCollum, yeah, I mean, CJ McCollum, yeah, could be that next option out there. So yeah, Drew Holiday doing that out there. We got Mirotic about 16 points, 7 rebounds per game. He's gonna have to play big out there to kind of match the scoring of a CJ McCollum from the offensive side of things. And Ejuan Moore shooting the 3 out very nicely this season. Rajon Rondo actually starting at the point guard position. Scoring wise, don't have too much to worry about. He's really not a great 3-point shooter, although I think he's shooting a bit better this NBA season, 33%. So it's like he's gonna take him at times, but chances are he's not gonna make it. So yeah, but average still getting 8 assists out there. So, and not to mention he's pretty good on defense, pretty good. And then from the bench unit, I mean, you got some scoring out there. Darius Miller, Ian Clark shooting some 3 points out there. Jordan Crawford gonna do his thing. But I'll say I'll probably say the Portland Trailblazers have the better bench. But I'm gonna say the Pelicans. Do you think the Pelicans have the better starters? Nah, man, because Damian Lillard has just been absolutely killing it. But so has Anthony Davis. So it's going to come down to the other guys. Both those guys are going to get their own. But without further ado, guys, let's do the playoff series simulator. So the 3 seed, 1st and 6th seed. My prediction for this series, I think this is going to be a 7-game series, guys. I really do. I mean, these teams are just literally 1 point apart record-wise. Offensively, both are great. Defensively, well, one is obviously better than the other, but you still got Anthony Davis that you got to try to contain. That's not going to be too easy out there, right? And then I'm going to give Portland Trailblazers the edge in this, just because I think Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum is going to be way better than Rondo and Drew Holiday. While Anthony Davis is going to get his own, it's not going to be enough to really offset the offense of the Portland Trailblazers, you know, when it just comes to the playoffs and stuff like that. So I'm going to say Portland in a 7-game series. Let's get to it. Simulate with Simcast the first round, man, or the first game, I should say. Simulate game, see how it goes. Maybe the Pelicans are going to prove me wrong and just sweep the series. And the first W going 108-103, very close game to the Portland Trailblazers on their home court. Drew Holiday dropping the 30 points, double-double for Anthony Davis with 22 and 12. And then Rondo having a near, like, prime Rondo-esque game out there. And then getting some scoring from the other guys, but ultimately not enough. CJ McCollum, 32 points and 6 assists, so big-time game for him, playing 42 minutes, by the way. We got 23 and 7 for Damian Lillard, and Al-Farouq Aminu getting 15 rebounds, which is huge, man. It's absolutely huge. And the bench units and all the role players did pretty solid out there. All right, next game. Simulate with Simcast. Game 2. See how this goes. Will the Pelicans bounce back, or the Portland Trailblazers going up 2-0? They go up, guys. Another very close game. High scoring, 117-111. But yeah, man, the Portland Trailblazers take another W on their home court. 21 points for Drew Holiday, 18 and 5 for Anthony Davis, while a near triple-double for Nikola Mirotic. 17 rebounds for the former, I think it was number 2 pick, Emeka Okafor, who at the age of 35 kind of hit the fountain of youth this game. For the Trailblazers, another 30 and 8 game for CJ McCollum. Damian Lillard dropping 27. Al-Farouq with 17 and a double-double for Nurkic out here. All right, so now we are going to the Pelicans home court. They might get some W's out here. Simulate with Simcast, which is why I think it's going to be a 7-game series. I feel like the home team is going to win a lot. So, all right, we got this game here, and the Pelicans absolutely balling out there like, all right, man, this is the must-win game. We cannot go down 3-0. Anthony Davis leads the way, guys, 123-99 with 31 points and 11 rebounds, 17 for Crawford, 14 for Mirotic, and nearly another triple-double for Rajon Rondo. Looking at the Trailblazers, this game, 25 and 9 for CJ, who's been the leading scorer of every single game of the series. 20 and 9 for Lillard, and 19 and 11 for Nurkic. While Evan Turner also played a pretty solid game. Also, kind of creeping up on a triple-double, but yeah, man, just 123-99 could not stop him defensively. Next up, Game 4, Simulate with Simcast. See how this goes, guys. See if the Portland Trailblazers go 3-1 or the Pelicans. It looks like they are gonna. Oh my God, dude! Oh my God! That game looked like it went to like triple overtime or something, guys. Y'all see that? 160-150, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. How many overtimes was that? Because it just says OT for me, so I don't actually know. Box score 32 and 9 for Holiday, 29 and 13 for Anthony Davis, 20 and 10 for Mirotic. Crazy scoring in this game. Oh my God, guys. 60 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists for CJ McCollum, 32 and 10 for Damian Lillard, 18 for Turner out there. Oh my life, dude, man. He went absolutely off. It looked like it was like a double overtime, maybe even triple overtime. I wish there was a way for me to see, but I can't. Let me check this out real quick here. Damn, dude, that was absolutely crazy. So game log. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time trying to look for it, guys, but man, that was nuts. Here we go. They are now up 3-1 after that crazy 60-point game by CJ McCollum. Simulate with Simcast. The next game, what could be the final game. Simulate one right here, man. I feel like after that one, yeah, it seems like the Pelicans just, they couldn't have it was just, that's probably like really demoralizing and everything, losing a game like that. So the Portland Trailblazers win 4-1 to advance to the second round of the playoffs. Anthony Davis 20 and 12. 18 for Rondo. I will say, oh damn, 41, 5 and 7 for Damian Lillard, 17 for Nurkic, and 17 for CJ McCollum. I will say straight up though, man, if Boogie Cousins was on this team, it'd be a different story. But he's not. I mean, you know, the Pelicans, that's a big time injury to lose your second best. Well, yeah, second best player. I will say Anthony Davis is better than Boogie. It's like if Portland lost CJ McCollum, they're definitely not going to be as good, right? So, man, I'm fine with that. 4-1. I was predicting a 7-game series. I still think that's probably what's going to happen, but it is 2K, so we all have our own predictions. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think this Portland and New Orleans series is going to be all about. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you are new to my channel,